So I've been to freak offs. I left early. uh, but now I have been in and I have participated in group sex, like swingers, lifestyle, whatever they call them. Let me tell you my experience. So a lot of cities, I think Louisville, Atlanta, uh, and sometimes I just go on trips. I go drive to a different state. I go down, I go to their downtown party, and then sometimes I go to some adults events that usually private where you have to be a member to get into. I'm big on safe sex. Like I have a lot of condoms in my car, and I don't get oral sex from people. I prefer to just put it on and then do it that way. But let me tell you an experience. One of them I went to was like a gangbang night, and this is the mention. We talk about it all, man. So that's kind of how I know that men are not really jealous of women, and that's a line. I need to make a video about that. Men are not jealous of women. That's not their woman. If that makes sense. Like when a man is single or when a man don't have a girlfriend, like, all right, let me tell you why I said that. So, like I said, the gangbang night, and that they have those everywhere. You just have to look up the website, and it's like private. You gotta be a member. So it was like a building. You go inside of it, and there's like couches and stuff everywhere, table everywhere, and I noticed. I heard some noise. I entered the building, and I keep walking back, and I heard some noise, and then I seen a lot of men standing around, and then I saw a lady laying on her back, and sorry, I'm trying to burp. And then some gentleman was in line, and then they had their Johnson out. I got in line. I got my Johnson out, condoms in my pocket. And I guess the lady that was laying down, her husband was passing out condoms to gentlemen in line. And then we like literally, guys in line, we like literally just having a good time talking among with each other. And no homo. That's when I realized that size, a man's size, like you can't miss it. A man's size, like you think because a man is taller than you, bigger than you, that mean down there they're bigger than you. That was not the case. As I was waiting in line, some gentleman was bigger than me, and I was bigger than some other gentlemen. But nonetheless, we on the line, we have our Johnson out, and then, while we're waiting for our turn, we're talking, and then we're just like, like we're just talking. Everybody's been respectful. And then it was my turn to go. And then I was talking to the gentleman behind me. And then so I went, the lady laying on her back. It was an older lady. And, I did my thing. There was a older gentleman laying next to him. He was, I guess, preparing himself. he was naked, preparing himself. Another gentleman laying here. And then so I look at her, you know, I did my thing, okay? But I didn't want to be selfish. I understand other people was waiting, you know. So, did my thing for a while. And then I got up. I was going to go back in line. But I noticed there was another lady with a shorter line. So I went to that lady. Um, and then she was doing something to a gentleman. And then the gentleman was behind her. And then when he got done, and then, the whole time I still had the protection, like the condom on me. So the whole time, um, so when the gentleman got done, you know, the lady looked at me, and then I got behind that lady. But that lady, for some reason, she was a little bit younger, but she was also a little bit. I felt it more with her. With her, I didn't really last that long. So after I like climax in the condom, they had like stretch everywhere. They had towels. So, I took it out, put it in the thing, and then, put my pants up, and I'm just looking at one. I was like, cool. Then I got in my car and I left. So I did leave early in a way. Now, there was no drugs or nothing like that. It was just like like a lot of, like I said, a lot of cities, they have like some adult stores have like they call them booths, like cinema. And then some of, it's like a private thing. And then like, you go over there, and sometimes couples will go in there and share their girlfriend or wives with everybody. And but one thing I realized is that I've seen gentlemen who are like 6 foot tall, muscular, and you can't miss it. It's not like you looking up the whole time. Everybody got their Johnson out, including me. And I'm like, you think that they're bigger than you, but not. That's what, But one thing about those places, I would say, men unite. A lot of men, I've seen men of all type of diversity just talking among with each other, and they all been respectful. Some of them are truck drivers, and it's not something that I do frequently because I don't have like a high like sex drive, but and like I said, I've always like practiced safe sex, and it's like it's pretty entertaining. The benefit of having a single life, you do whatever you want. But yeah, like I would talk to the gentleman, and then in a way I kind of feel bad because you have gentlemen who will like I went to one of them a few months back. It was a different one because like I said, different. You know what I'm talking about if you live in that area. The way it works, let me see. You went in there and then you show your ID. They was like, are you a member? I'm like, nah. And then you sign up, you sign up form, whatever. And then you go over there. The one I went to had like a couple room where the couples would like get active, but they also have like a window. And there was a lot of gentlemen just standing at the window. I'm standing too, I'm looking. And so it's couples only. But if the ladies come out to you, there's like another section I guess you can go get involved. So yeah, so I'm looking at the window with with the other gentlemen, looking at the couples getting active, and I'm not aroused, because like I'm like, yo, that's the lame. I'm like, they lame. Like, one guy couldn't get up. The other guy, all he did was just the whole time just eating it out. while she's eating this other girl out. I'm like, these guys, I don't know how long they've been there. I just got here. Maybe they've been here for a while, but nobody, like, there wasn't like really no action there. One guy just sitting there the whole time trying to get it up, and the other guy just, the whole time he just buried his head in there. And but you had like a lot of guys just sitting in the room. I mean, sitting, looking at the window. You know, I'm sitting down. You know, I'm just observing the whole situation. And then talking to some other gentlemen who talking about like sports and stuff. Well, I guess while we wait for more people to arrive, it's a good experience. Not something, like I said, not something that I do like often. Um, like I'll go to like a regular club, listen to some music and stuff, and then I might like go see if they have like any like swingers clubs, private events, you know, and then just like watch people and be watched. Like I don't mind like being watched. I don't care, you know. One more story. One more story. One of them I went to. It's no longer open, but I was sitting down, and then this couple, this guy and this girl was together. He ended up being involved with another girl, and then she looked at me, and I guess, you know, I don't know, I was just lucky to be there, and then we did it there, right there, in front of everybody. While her boyfriend or whoever was doing it with somebody else, and you know, I just got up, put it on, and you know, did it that way. And when I got done, you know, I kind of like just went around and just look around. Like, if you ever, to give you an idea, if you ever like watch porn, there's something called private society. Now, that's not what I'm doing, but to give you an idea of what this scene looks like, look up private society on some porn website. That will give you an idea of like the type of stuff that I've been seeing. But no, it's most of this place is usually BYOB. But now, as far as like drugs, none of that, you know, I'm not in one stuff like that. If anything, I just see people go to a designated cigarette smoking area. But yeah, that's my experience with Freak Off. I left early.